All right, first grade, you've been working and learning about sound this week in science class, and we know that sound vibrates the air and it makes sound waves that hit our eardrums, and then it sends a message to our brain telling us that we heard a noise. So we talked about if a dog barks, the barking vibrates the air and it sends sound waves right to our eardrums. Our eardrums vibrate, it sends a message to our brain saying that was the dog barking. And so today, your lesson is to do a science experiment. And the science experiment is, will a sound make rice move? That was the question. And we know if I have a bag of rice and I don't touch my rice, it's just sitting there, will my rice move on its own? It won't because it's not alive. It's a thing and it's not alive, so it will not move on its own. So I have to pick it up, I have to pour it, or do something to make the rice move. So I sent you a video, the first video before this one, and it told you how to mark your paper to see if Soundwave moves to give us your thought, and it was on a Jamboard. So follow that. But if you didn't see the first video, so watch this first. Go back and watch that first. It'll explain to you how to use your Jamboard, and then you'll go on your Google Classroom and open up your Jamboard and put your sticky note. Do you think rice sound could make rice move under the yes column, or your sticky column no under the no column if you don't think rice will move with sound? All right, do that first. Then you're going to do your experiment. I'm going to do it here, but if you want to do your own experiment, you hit pause before I show you mine. And then you can do your own, or you can watch mine and then try it on your own. We tried it all different ways in first grade. Today we tried it with rice, we tried it with sprinkles, we tried it with a blender to make a sound. We tried all different things to see if we can get sound to make rice move or sprinkles move. They wanted to do sprinkles instead. And so we experimented with it. So you try your own different experiments as well. So if you don't want to see this one but until after you try yours, hit pause, hit your Jamboard, give your hypothesis. Do you think it will work by sound, move by sound? And then you can try experiment, hit play, and watch ours. And then at the end, the Jamboard, the second page of your Jamboard, which is the paper that I sent to you and I told you how to get onto it, says after you did the experiment, did rice move with sound? And you have to do your sticky yes or no. Miss Meldrum, Miss Axel will be able to go check your work from that paper, okay? And not only that, you'll be able to see what your friends do. I hope it works. I think it will. All right. So if you don't want to watch the experiment until after you try yours, go ahead and hit pause. And before you hit pause, what are some things that you can do? How I did mine was I poured it on I just put like a little cup. I put foil over it, and I put, this one has the sprinkles still on it from today, but you can pour rice on it or your sprinkles on it. Then put it by a noise and see if you can get it to move. All right, here's our experiment. So you can watch it if you wish. I put my rice or my sprinkles, and I got to turn this so you can see it better. There we go. All right, I'm going to go make some noise with my speakers. I'll be right back and see if you can notice. Did it make it move? You see that? Let's see. That's probably a little better. All right, we're going to play our text feature song.
Book. The title is All About Sloth. This is a little.
Did it move? It did. It had a little dance party. So let's dump the sprinkles. Let's see if we can get rice to move. Let's dump those. Put some rice on top of it. I don't know. Rice is a little heavier than sprinkles. So let's see if we can get this to move. Okay, ready? Let's hit play.
Little bit different from the fiction books that he's been reading. It's got.
What do you think? Did it work? That was so cool. Well, how did sound make the rice with the sprinkles move? Because it hit waves. That we can't see sound waves, but we got to see the effects of sound waves, didn't we? we saw that the sound waves vibrated the air, and then that vibration hit the rice. And that's how it hits our eardrums. And that's how sound helps our eardrums know, send message to our brain to know what we heard. So that's a quick experiment to see, did it work? So here's what I want you to do. If you already did not hit pause, I want you to try this at home. I want you to get a speaker. We did it with a blender. We put ice in a blender and we put our cup of rice beside the blender. And then we mixed the blender up. And this, we wanted to see if that sound would make the rice move. Then it did actually. Then we took the blender or the cup and we moved it further from the blender to see how far that sound wave traveled. And you know what? Even a little further away, our rice was moving. It was so cool. So we got to see sound waves working, even though it's not something we could see with our eyes, sound waves when it's traveling. We got to actually see the effects of the sound waves. So if you haven't tried something at home, go ahead, get near your cup, get a noise. Somebody else in our class tried banging their hands really, really loud, and try that and see if you can get that your rice or your sprinkles or something to move. All right, hope you enjoyed science. We'll be sure to check how you predicted yes, your hypothesis. Did you think it would work? And then your conclusion, did it work?